Hey, good morning, everybody. We're taking a look at Ruth number 3 today. We see that Ruth gets advice from Naomi on how to get her man, how to get Boaz, and she does it. And Boaz reacts in a very favorable way, and but he does say, that there is a relative who is closer. So since Boaz is a relative of Ruth, a relative of her husband, her deceased husband, that he has access to Ruth and all that the husband owned, but he says there is one closer. So the one who was closer, a closer relative, has legally, he has the opportunity first, and he has to decline Ruth and all that they owned before Boaz can take it. And so, but you see here that right in the beginning, Naomi says here, this is what you need to do. And I'm going to pick it up in verse 3. It says, "Therefore wash yourself and anoint yourself. Put on your best garment and go down to the threshing floor, but do not make yourself known to the man until he has finished eating and drinking." Okay, so she says, wash yourself and anoint yourself. She, even women to this day, before they go out anywhere, what do? They go ahead and, they want to get all dolled up for a date. And hey, that's great. Men too. You want to get all, you want to look your best. I know when my wife and I are going out on date night, we both want to be clean. We both, we want to smell good for each other and all of these things. But what this made me think about is what do I offer God? How do I present myself to Jesus? And do I only let him see the polished me, or do I let him see, am I honest with my heart with him? And he knows our hearts and our thoughts anyways. He knows that. But do I hide that from him? Do I try to not deal with those things? And I hope the answer is no. I hope that when I'm before him, that when I'm praying and meditating, I hope that I do it with all my heart. I hope that when I'm presenting myself to him, I'm presenting who I really am. And that is originally a liar, a thief, a cheat. It is nothing good. And then when I accept his gift of salvation, and now I come to him, and I'm seen as a loving son. And that relationship ought to be treated that way. It ought to be treated that he is a father, I am a son, and that I can just bear all of my soul to him, that I can just give all of myself to him. I don't just have to give him the prim and proper, "Oh Lord Father, hallowed be thy name." No, I can in prayer speak my mind and my feelings, and I can just show the deep parts of me to him. I don't have to present just the polished portions. And to be truthful, and I've learned in my walk with Christ that the more I admit that I am not ready for something, the more that I admit that I can't do something that he's asked me to do, the more I do that and the more I'm honest with him, the more his power shows up in my life. So maybe that's my point for today. God knows who you are and what you're capable of. No need to sugarcoat it. Offer him the true you, and he can fill that with his supernatural power and morph you into who you're created to be. Have a super day, guys. I love you all.